Welcome to Marvelicious Toys. We bring you news and reviews of Marvel toys, statues, and more. Because not all Marvel collections can be bagged and boarded. They're not just toys, they're Marvelicious.
Your Superior Venom.
Yeah, kind of cool that they're going to throw this out there at us, considering, there's all kinds of other symbiotes and stuff like that they could be doing. But hey, this one's pretty dang cool looking, and surprisingly has a lot of unique parts to it, considering it's just using pretty much the same buck we just talked about on that Spider-Man.
Yeah, just to let you guys know the story on this, because this is a really crazy comic story that part of me was like, this is so awesome because it was like a throwback to the Spider-Hulk issue of Web of Spider-Man, but also part of me was like, this is just wacky. In Superior Spider-Man, Dr. Octopus's mind had inhabited Peter Parker's body. You got it?
Okay.
And so he started using like the octopus arms at times as like spider stingers. So you had all the powers of Spider-Man plus Dr. Octopus's arms with Dr. Octopus's mind, right?
This is confusing.
It gets crazier.
Oh.
Because then he goes up against Agent Venom, and the Venom symbiote's like, hey, it's our true love, Peter, and jumps on him. So it's like you're taking all your villains and putting them in a blender. It's now Spider-Man Doc Ock Venom, which is why you get these weird kind of octopus arms on Superior Venom, and yet the Spider-Man pattern and the Venom symbiote bit. It was like one issue of the comic, but it was totally gonzo, and I loved it. That's why I can't believe we're getting this figure.
But it's so cool. This has one of the best heads ever, I think. It's so scary.
It is vicious.
Yeah, I mean, it's like going to eat your face. That's how bad it is. And these hands and tentacles. Yeah, this is like straight up out of like almost Hellraiser or something.
At first glance, I would have thought those teeth were just painted on, but if you feel it, they're actually sculpted on there.
Oh, they are.
And what looks like it might have been paint app errors in some of the spiderweb lines, I'm guessing that's true to the character, where it's not necessarily 100% Spider-Man, so it's got kind of messy when Venom took over.
My only complaint is that the effects of the teeth are lost because of all the webbing around the head.
Yeah, there's a lot of white paint going on there. Now, what's cool about this is, once again, we're using a buck, but they've created this piece that goes into his back that makes 4 little peg holes to put those tentacle spider things on. There's not really any articulation to them. I think they only kind of go in one way. I don't feel like they even want to twist once you get them in.
Yeah, they just kind of plug in there. I had some issue figuring out which ones go where. The long ones and the short ones. I think the more curvy ones go up top and the longer ones kind of dangle by his legs.
Yeah, I was pretty careful when I was taking it out of the package to put them where they were while still in the bubble. But yeah, the 2 smaller ones kind of come up over his shoulder and the 2 longer ones hang behind him. But I'm also digging little details here where they gave us new feet and unique looking hands. Like he's actually got toes, evil looking bony toes.
Yeah, he's like seriously straight up out of a horror movie.
Yeah, I didn't even notice the toes. That is awesome. Like, you've got long fingernails, needs a petty. I like the glossy white paint they used on the abdomen, too. It's really kind of reflective and...
Yeah, nice and clean, especially considering how, it's just white paint over a black figure, which, that Agent Venom figure from Walgreens, same idea, but you had a hard time finding a good specimen of that one. This seems nice and clean, and I'm not seeing any spots coming out of mine, so...
I got a couple spots right in the chest line, like on the upper part, just where there's like a cross line below his pecs.
Oh,
got a couple spots.
Yeah, I guess I kind of do too. But otherwise, it's pretty solid paint.
And I love the articulation. I mean, they gave him those shoulders we saw way back with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 line, where you've got like double jointed there.
Yeah, you get the shoulders and then the inner shoulders. And that sometimes bothers me. On this figure, it's not. There's so much going on with the design in that area that you almost don't see it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad with those Spider-Man figures, but here it is really good. Yeah, there's a lot of movement on him, ankle rockers, double hinge knees, elbows.
Yeah, I mean, with this articulation, it's real easy to get him in a nice hunched over, getting ready to attack pose.
I'm just going to ding him in two spots. First, these back symbiote Dr. Octopus tentacles. They do have a tendency to fall out pretty easily when you're moving the figure. It won't fall out just standing there, but if you're trying to pose the figure, those things keep coming off.
I think you might have loosened yours up, as I can hold on to mine by those.
Maybe it's like the head from last week.
I've just had them fall off on me like a good half dozen times just during this review.
Oh, bummer.
The other thing is, we praised the last one for matching the paint so well, but this one, his legs almost look like a dark navy, but when you get above the hip rotation, it becomes far more black.
Oh, wow. I didn't even notice that, but now holding it up into better light, you're right. The leg plastic is bluish.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even in his arms as well. I wonder if that's on purpose.
His arms look black to me, but just those legs, they kind of look bluish.
Maybe just in the bicep, looks like it's the same as the legs.
Yeah, maybe.
And I don't think it's a paint app or anything. I think it's just maybe a slightly different color plastic that they molded it in.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird. It's subtle, but I can just see the differences between the colors because they're right next to each other.
That's always a problem with blacks and whites, though. For some reason, the extremes, the darker colors have that problem. And remember, you can never match whites, and that's a really problem color. And I think the black is also really hard.
Yeah, the white on his head is totally different than the white on his chest, too. The head's just so damn cool, I don't care.
Yeah, all in all, like those two little dings aren't going to stop me from liking the figure because they're almost like microscopic problems.
Yeah, I said dings, I didn't say major flaws.
So we agree.
And he comes with Rhino's right arm.
I don't know why that's so funny, but it is. It's an arm. It's here. It's the right one.
Thanks for watching this video. You can see full episodes of Marvelicious Toys with more collecting news and reviews at marvelicioustoys.com. We also have thousands of toy and collectible photos in our photo gallery. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, make mine Marvelicious.